Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Diagnostic Trouble Code, DTC P0122, stands for Throttle Position Sensor A Circuit Low Voltage. This code primarily indicates an issue with the throttle position sensor, TPS, which is crucial for informing the engine control module, ECM, about the position of the throttle valve. In the Honda Pilot from 2016 to 2022, the throttle position sensor is located on the throttle body assembly. This component has an important role in regulating the air intake into the engine, directly affecting engine performance and emissions levels. When the TPS detects a lower voltage than the expected values, it may trigger DTC P0122. This presents either a malfunction in the sensor itself, the wiring harness, or the ECM's ability to read the sensor's input accurately. To diagnose this code effectively, service technicians should have the appropriate Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, tools at their disposal to assess the voltage levels and connectivity status. Identifying and rectifying the root cause of this error is essential to ensure optimal engine performance and efficiency. DTC P0122 indicates a low voltage condition in the throttle position sensor A circuit. The throttle position sensor, TPS, plays a vital role by measuring the position of the throttle valve. This information is relayed to the vehicle's engine control unit, ECU, which adjusts fuel delivery and engine timing, ensuring optimal performance. The TPS is mounted directly on the throttle body, typically located between the air intake manifold and the air filter. This positioning allows it to accurately gauge the throttle position under various driving conditions. In normal circumstances, the TPS should report a voltage that is generally between 0.45 volts to 4.5 volts, depending on how far the throttle is opened. When the voltage reads less than 0.3 volts, it triggers DTC P0122, signaling an issue that needs urgent attention to prevent engine operational problems. The causes of DTC P0122 can stem from several issues. A common factor is a short circuit occurring in the wiring connected to the throttle position sensor A, particularly the THL1 wire. Electrical shorts can disrupt the voltage readings sent to the ECU, prompting the DTC. Another possibility is a failure within the throttle position sensor itself. This component can wear out over time or fail due to exposure to heat or contaminants. Lastly, poor electrical connections may prevent the TPS from transmitting accurate voltage readings. Loose connections or corrosion at the harness connections can cause intermittent performance, leading to erroneous voltage readings. It is crucial for technicians to explore each of these causes systematically to identify and rectify the issue effectively. When DTC P0122 is present, several symptoms can manifest, significantly affecting vehicle performance. One noticeable symptom is poor engine performance, where the vehicle may struggle to accelerate, indicating improper fuel and air mixture management. Additionally, an unresponsive throttle might be observed, where pressing the accelerator does not result in normal engine response, creating a frustrating driving experience. Furthermore, an illuminated check engine light on the dashboard will alert the driver to a malfunction within the vehicle system. These symptoms can lead to reduced fuel efficiency and potential emissions issues, underscoring the importance of addressing the DTC promptly. Technicians and vehicle owners alike should be vigilant for these signs and act quickly to diagnose and resolve any underlying issues. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0122 is to verify the condition of the throttle position sensor circuit. Start by turning the vehicle ignition to the on position without starting the engine. This enables the onboard diagnostics to perform a self-check. Next, use the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to clear any stored DTCs, including P0122. After this step, you will need to monitor the throttle position sensor's output voltage. According to diagnostic parameters, the TPS should report voltage readings above 0.3 volts. If the current conditions read below this threshold, then the failure has been duplicated and further diagnostic steps are necessary. However, if the readings are normal, it may indicate an intermittent failure, warranting a check for poor wiring connections and loose terminals. In this step, you will analyze the vehicle for any pending Diagnostic Trouble Codes, DTCs, alongside DTC P0122. Using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, check for both confirmed and pending DTCs. Particularly focus on DTC P0222, which indicates a separate issue with the throttle position sensor B circuit. If both DTCs are present simultaneously, there may be a shared cause that warrants further investigation into both sensors and related wiring. Conversely, if only DTC P0122 is present, proceed to the next troubleshooting step to pinpoint the issue with the throttle position sensor A circuit. This systematic approach aids in isolating faults and allows for a targeted resolution. To continue troubleshooting, the next step involves checking for a short circuit in the THL1 line. Begin by turning the vehicle to the off or lock mode. Then, utilize the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to jump the SCS line, allowing the system to reset itself. It is essential to wait for over 1 minute following this process. Next, you will need to physically disconnect the PCM connector B, 51P, and the throttle body 6P connector to ensure accurate voltage readings. This disconnection allows you to isolate the throttle position sensor from other electronic controls, providing a clearer diagnostic path. Following these steps is critical before continuing to the continuity checks. Following disconnection of the relevant connectors, it is time to check for continuity between the designated test points. Test point 1 is the throttle body 6P connector number 6, and test point 2 is connected to body ground. Testing should be performed while the vehicle remains in the off or lock mode. If continuity is present, this indicates a short in the THL1 wire between the PCM and throttle body, necessitating repairs. Conversely, if no continuity is demonstrated, it implies the THL1 wire is intact, and you should check authorized service information for further troubleshooting guidelines. It may also involve substituting a known good PCM if further issues persist, ensuring all angles have been covered in the diagnostics. To proceed with troubleshooting, turn the vehicle to the off position again before disconnecting the throttle body 6P connector. With this connector detached, turn the ignition to the on position, ensuring that the vehicle is in a diagnostic state where you can measure voltage outputs accurately. At this stage, measure the voltage between throttle body 6P connector number 5 and body ground. A normal reading should be approximately 5.0 volts. If this voltage level is confirmed, the wiring is in good condition and any issues may point toward a faulty throttle body that needs replacement. If the voltage is not in the expected range, it should guide further diagnostics toward the wiring or other components. Assuring that proper voltage is being supplied is essential for the correct operation of the throttle position sensor. After completing the necessary repairs, it's important to perform a final verification step to ensure that the issue has been resolved effectively. Begin by clearing the DTC using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to reset any stored fault codes. Following this, a test drive is essential. wherein the vehicle should be driven under normal operating conditions to replicate various scenarios that may have triggered the DTC in the past. It's crucial to monitor the vehicle's performance and transaction of the throttle while driving. Post-test drive, check again for the presence of the DTC P0122. If the code does not reappear and the vehicle performs as expected, this validates that the repairs carried out address the underlying problem, confirming the repair process is a success. To prevent future occurrences of DTC P0122, implementing routine maintenance is critical. Regular inspections of the wiring harness connected to the throttle position sensor can help identify any wear and tear or swelling, which may hint at underlying issues. Additionally, keeping a close eye on the overall condition of the throttle body is advisable, as buildup of carbon or debris can hinder sensor performance and overall engine functionality. Monitoring sensor outputs during routine service checks can also help catch potential problems before they escalate. Utilizing these preventive measures fosters long-term reliability and efficiency of the vehicle's acceleration system, enhancing the driving experience and reducing unexpected repairs. In summary, DTC P0122 indicates a low voltage issue related to the throttle position sensor A circuit within the Honda Pilot from 2016 to 2022. Understanding the critical role of the throttle position sensor helps establish the importance of accurate voltage readings for safe driving. Thorough troubleshooting steps include checking for wiring shorts, ensuring continuity, and validating voltage supply is crucial for diagnosing the code accurately. Utilizing the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, provides a precise method for monitoring vehicle performance and diagnosing issues effectively. Following best practices during maintenance and repairs not only ensures the successful resolution of this DTC, but also contributes toward optimizing vehicle functionality for a smoother driving experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.